Hey guys, I just wanted to give a quick rundown on how I solved Darth microtransactions survivability issues in his build. So we're just going to do a little bit of map in the background as I talk over and show you how I did it and what you need to be able to do it. All the gems are pretty much the same, but we are not using Wind Dancer or Ghost Dance. We are using Upwelling 2 and Clarity 2 in our mace sockets. First, we're going to talk about the Totemic Great Club. Super high physical damage weapon. Pairs with our Ascendancy really well. Monke hits very hard. Really, the only thing you need here is the maximum runic ward equal to the 15% of the weapon's maximum damage. That really helps solve our runic ward constrictions. Um, we need uh, we need a certain amount of runic ward. It depends on how much health your monkey has, but take that health, divide it by 21, and you need that much runic ward to summon him back. So we just need that maximum runic ward. It really helps out, and it makes us not need the brass plate 1000 runic ward chest piece. We can use something else instead. Um, and it's just added physical, or 20% of physical damage is extra lightning damage on the extra runes there. It just helps out with more damage there. And we'll move on to the gloves. We're really only using the gloves for the Giant's Blood to be able to wield our weapon, and pretty much the only thing is we just need to empower them with Verisium to get that extra runic ward. If you corrupt it and get 2 sockets on it, that will help out and ease some of that constraint. That's pretty much all we need for these gloves. We'll move on to the helmet. For the helmet, we're going to need a vertex to not need the strength requirement for our weapon. It has to be equipment has no attributes, no attribute requirements, and it would be best if you got it corrupted with 2 sockets. If not, it's not the biggest deal. Um, but we socket in reservation efficiency on minion skills. That'll help out with some of our spirit. And if you have some extra spirit, you can always use like Wind Dancer or something else for some more defense. And next thing we're going to do is go over the Cloak of Defiance. This is our main bread and butter defense. We're stacking mana regen, and some ES. Um, to get our 50% of damage is taken from mana before life. We're going to socket in an extra rune, the Great Wolf's Rune of Willpower, to add another 15% on top of that, so 65% of damage is taken from mana before life. We're going to need a Fox Idol. It's not necessary, but it will give you extra quality on all your gems, and that's pretty helpful. And then we can add a Warding Rune of Heart to gain 5% of max life as extra maximum runic ward. So that helps with our summon to be able to summon our monkey back to life. For the scepter, we're gonna need a allies in your presence deal percent increased damage. We want that pretty high. +4 to minion skills and minion extra critical damage. So those are 3 modifiers we really want. On mine, I don't have the crit, and I also have minions have extra maximum life. So that's just going to increase my runic ward required to be able to summon my monkey back. So we don't want minion life ever. If we can avoid it, we can. Rings are really simple. All we want is all res to fix your reses, and maximum runic ward as a prefix or suffix. I believe they can be both. We just want that maximum runic ward to be able to summon our guy back. It's very tight on the runic ward if you're not using more weapon wards. If you're not using two of those, it's going to be pretty tight, and you got to get as much as you can. But if you're overcapped, don't worry about it. You can use something else. Next, we're going to talk about our amulet. Really want 50 spirit, super important. Minion level to all skills is very important as well. And then I desecrated and got a quality of all skills. That's not needed, but it's pretty nice. And then basic stuff, max life, res, but you really want that plus 50 spirit. For the passive tree and our ascendancy, we're going to be taking the companions gain added attack damage equal to 60% of your main hand. That's really good with our huge main hand weapon. And then tame boss unique beasts, also for the monkey. And then I've opted to not take idolatry because it will mess with our resistances by the amount of runes we're using. So each rune is -4 to all elemental resistances. So if we're not using a lot of idols, then we really cannot afford to take that if you want to get res cap. So we're just going to take 10 plus 10 spirit, small notable, and then plus 2% move speed, another small notable instead. The Primal Bounty and the Vivid Stampede also do nothing for this build, so it's better just to take the small notables and get that little bit extra. For the passive tree, the main thing is we're not taking Mind Over Matter. Our chest piece is giving us 65% damage is taken from mana before life instead, and we get that huge recovery for our mana by not taking that. Then we are taking Eldritch Battery, and we are getting ES whenever we can, and we are getting Ether Flow right next to Eldritch Battery, and raw mana for 8% increased maximum mana. For the gems, we're really going to just be going for minion increased damage and minions critical damage bonus. If you can get life recoup or some other thing that makes you tankier, then grab that as well. Credit to Darth Microtransactions for creating this build. I tried ES, I tried evasion, I tried life, and I was just getting one shot by stuff, just random things in maps in tier 15. And switching to this feels a lot more tanky. You got a lot of regen, and if you try this, let me know if it feels better for you. Thanks.